And there you have it. So we got crispy, air-fried potato chips, spicy sweet chili edition. Okay, we'll start out with just a plain white russet potato. You can use any potato you'd like. You might want to mix it up for some of the seasoning blends or get creative with your own. I'm going to be using a knife to slice these, as you can see, but if you have a mandolin, that'll probably make it even easier. That way you can get, super even slices. You can kind of see there as I point out one that's maybe a little too thick, but you want these slices to be pretty thin because we're not going to soak these. We want to just straight slice and fry. We want this to be quick. So you can see pretty thin, but don't worry too much about, just being absolutely perfect on every single one. And then we'll weigh. I'm using 200 grams. You can modify this. I'm using a slightly larger than 5-liter air fryer. So if you have a smaller, you may have to do separate batches. But I'm doing 200 grams. You saw there the paper towel. So if you can use a paper towel or cheesecloth, something like that, to remove any excess moisture before frying, that'll help you out just a little bit. But if you slice these, if you do a big batch and they've been sitting out for a minute and can kind of air dry, that works too. So we'll add 200 grams to the air fryer. We want to coat the bottom of the basket first with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray, and then we want to arrange these in as evenly spaced as possible. With 200 grams, you're probably not going to be perfect, so you can see there's some overlap there. But what you can do is put the really thin slices on the bottom, and then those thicker slices, put those on the top. And in my experience, that the bottom layer will still get really crispy, but not burned, while the top layer, any kind of thicker cuts, will still get fried just right. So cover it with a little bit more cooking spray. You can top it with salt, depending on the seasoning blend you're going to use. If you're using a salty seasoning, skip the salt. Doesn't really make a big difference in cooking. And you can see we went 400 for 15, and that's what they look like when they come out. If you have really thick slices that don't fry all the way, you can pull out those crispy pieces, the ones that did get cooked really, really well. Pull those out and then pop it back in with the remaining pieces for just a few more minutes. So I've got a sweet or spicy sweet chili blend of spices there, nothing but chili powder, a little paprika, too much paprika, and a little bit of stevia. And we're just going to mix that up and coat these with a little bit of cooking spray if you need a little bit of help getting it stick. Every seasoning blend's a bit different. Some of these you will need the cooking spray, some won't. Like the cheddar powder sticks really well without any cooking spray. But yeah, then you just toss these. You can put them in a plastic bag or a large bowl, shake them around, and you're good. You got crispy, air-fried potato chips.